Hello, this is Wayne from the Adelaide VectorVest group. Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about custom fields. Now you might ask, why do you need a custom field? Well, I'll just show you a couple of examples of how I use them. Firstly, if you've got a table displayed of a search, you might be interested in looking at the discount of price to value. And of course VectorVest gives you the value and it gives you the price. What I like to see it as a percent. So what I've done is I've taken this $5.25 discount on this share and compared it to $11.46, which is the value, and I've indicated there's a price discount of 45%. So that's useful to me to know, to be able to see that immediately. So that's an example of a custom field that I've developed. If I look at another one that I use sometimes, I'll just pull up a graph that I'm looking at right now actually on Fortescue Metals. So I'll just run to 6 months. Now what I'm looking at is I've got an envelope plotted. So there's an exponential 34 envelope, and you can see that this is dropped well below that envelope and it's starting to recover. One of the ways I like to look at that is if I had to just make, I was happy with a little 6% gain, where would the share price have to move to? Now I know it's fairly easy, you can just, it's $4.81 at the moment, you could just do it in your head. But that's a little bit too hard. So I've created a little parameter. So when I come up here to add parameter, I go to my custom fields and I got a 6% swing target. And straight away here, it's put it here at $5.10. So I know right now that the share price closed yesterday at $4.81. A 6% gain of that would bring it up to $5.10. Then I can quickly see where does 5.10 sit. Well, it's around about here, and I can then make a deduction. Do I believe that that share price over the next few days is going to get to $5.10 and therefore make 6%? So that's an example of how I would use a custom field that VectorVest provides. Now, where do you go to create a custom field? If I just close down the graph, under Tools, if you just click there, you've got the first option is a custom field builder. Clicking there, it brings you up with this little window. And again, the first field here is with a little disclosure diagram. You can see all the ones that I've kind of created already. But if you wanted to create a new one, you just indicate new, drop down here and call it new, or whatever field name, descriptive field name you would prefer. Then down here is just where you define the field definition. And VectorVest provides firstly a whole lot of the fields that you're very familiar with at the moment. And it provides some operators. Now these are addition, division, multiplication, subtraction, and a few brackets to enable you to do some string a few calculations together. A moving average option, a clear all when you've made a mistake, you can just start again, and a validate is an option where it makes sure that what you fit in is a valid combination. So for instance, if I wanted to just recreate my custom field which was on price, so I go down to price actual, select price actual, then click in the box here, and I got to select my operator. Now I want to multiply the actual price by, let's make it 15% in this case. So I'll go multiplication, click up here and go 1.15, which is 15%, and I'll rename this. I'll put price plus 15%. Now to check that that is a valid formula, you can just press validate, and VectorVest will go away, and it's come back and said the custom field validated successfully. Press OK. Now I know that is a valid formula, and now I can save it, and I'm saving it as price plus 15%. And it informs me that it's saved successfully. Alright, let's close all that down. Let's just run the graph again. So I'll just plot the top 5 from that selection. Then I'll jump down to that previous one, the 4th skew, go to 6 months. And now you can see I've got the 6% there. Let's see if I can find the one I've just created, my custom fields, and it's price plus 15. So I can now quickly observe if I was happy with a 6% swing, it'd have to go to 510, which is about there. If I was looking for a 15% swing, it would need to go to 553, which is right up there. Now, looking at history, I mean, that's public, that's quite possible, but in today's climate, is it likely? Well, that's the challenge of any investor, of course. All right, well, I think that will... No, there's one more thing I want to show you. The other feature, you can then, if for instance, you were going to run a new search and you wanted a new parameter, remember you can go down, you can select custom fields, and you can then select that new parameter that you've selected. Now I actually just can't see it there. I'm not sure why it hasn't appeared. Maybe there's a time lag between when I created it and when it displays here. Not sure. Anyhow, but there's my 6% swing target. I can put that there, and therefore I can then put an operator on it and a value, assuming that made sense to do that. So you can create your own custom fields, and you can use them in either a uni search, or you could use them as an indicator on a graph, as I've shown you. So I hope you found that of interest, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.